Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts and to the Portuguese campaign, where it's been a little bit of a time skip since the end of the last episode. The two battle cruisers are now finished. The shipyards are still expanding. I'm about to get scout cruisers in a couple of months, and I do want to build them. But before I do, I actually want to pull the heavy cruisers in for a refit. And that is because, weirdly, I've unlocked the Mark 10, the 10-inch Mark 4s. Now, I've been chatting with Rocket about exactly, or have I not? Okay, that I didn't. I was about to, and I was like, that's weird. So yeah, no, okay, I won't pull these in for a refit just now. Then, that's fine. Yeah, we chatting about gun unlock dates and stuff like that. Okay, I'm getting the Mark II 15-inch. Perfect. Because, yeah, I got those at Mark... I mean, it's saying I've got those, but I don't. This is almost certainly a bug because I have replaced the technologies file a couple of times during the campaign. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. It should do. Yeah, so we're currently doing Mark II 15-inch, and then I think we'll get the Mark II 16s, and then something else. But anyway, that's all fine. That's great. So 2 months, we'll get some scout cruisers on the go to supplement the Pedro Alvarez Cabarals. Although I really like these ships, I think they're pretty good. We're about to get Mark IV 3-inch, so we can refit the Exploradors. That's good. Politics-wise, apart from Russian border gore, we're nicely desaturating the map. Let's put it that way. America doesn't like us very much. The Soviets don't like us very much. But I haven't had any events trigger that basically cause a massive loss in relations. I'm quite happy to go to war with either, but it doesn't seem to be happening just now. Okay, let's have a look at these hulls, shall we? So we've got the Light Cruiser 5, that's our current one. And then we have the small and the regular Scout Cruiser. I mean, I think we're more wanting the regular. As we don't really have it. Maybe we could do a pair of ships. I haven't done that for a while. We could do that. We could do a full size, follow on to the Pedro Alvarez Cabarals. So something something on the top end of this hull, and then like a cut down, cheaper cruiser, because these can get up to 9,500 tons. I'm gonna try and not reduce beam and draft on these actually. If I can avoid it. We've got geared turbines. That's a nice little pickup. 12. So really, the advanced tower is the best one, stat-wise. Better than a refit tower. I mean, it is heavier, so I guess it makes sense. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we're going to need 2 funnels. And a Rita. It weirdly looks less advanced, superstructure-wise, than the Pedro Alvarez. I'm going to go with a step. Do they have torpedoes? No, they don't. Okay. I think... Yeah, we might as well use the 7-inch gun again. which puppet did I use? Was it this one? Yeah, that one. That one works. Although it's a little tall. That one's even bigger. I'm gonna use the cool like round one. No, not round. It's teardrop shaped one. I can. Okay, that looks great. I like that. Shame it's not flush, but it's close enough. And then I'd like this on the rear as well. You might be wondering, what am I planning on doing with this space in the middle? So these are going to carry the same gun armament, I think, of the 8 7-inch guns, but we're going to carry a torpedo deck. So these ones have... Oh, structural boats, really? That's intriguing. These boats, are they They must be structural in nature. As in they don't go away when you put a thing in. That's a bit weird. Yeah. Yeah, they won't go away. That's fine. We can put in the 2 torpedo tubes though. Yeah, that makes it a more of a general purpose. Right, this thing is definitely for kind of picket duty, killing destroyers, stuff like that. Secondary guns, Mark 4 2-inch. Yeah, I mean this one does carry those 14 single 2.5-inch guns. I'm not sure I'm going to bother with them on this. Because this is more of a line cruiser. Well, that's how I see it anyway. Right. Let's throw on all the protection. Which is probably going to significantly up the weights. .22-inch torpedoes. This is 4 rangefinder. 6-inch main belt. 3, 1.5, 0.5, 3, 9. Actually, 3, 5, 8, 2, 3. 7-inch 45s. That seems fine. I can't remember if I used 45s or 50s though. I'll use the 50s. I'm significantly overweight is the only problem. Primarily on engines. Right, this is where reducing the beam will probably actually help quite a bit. Oh, I don't want to break the tower. Yeah, go -5. Maybe I need to slow down. Slow to 30 knots. Yeah, I can keep the regular beam. So they can operate with the Pedro Alvarez. Still struggling. Fuel. Yeah, I'd rather not go minimum fuel though. Price. They are cheaper. That's interesting. Maybe I get rid of the torpedoes completely. That would let me shorten the ship's citadel. Save a lot of weight. Oh, those fucking boats. They have to go there. It's being defined by where the boats are on the model. Now the question is, are these also structural boats? They might be, you know. They fucking are. Right, so it has to be like that. Cannot shorten the citadel anymore. So I might as well keep my original idea of having the two torpedo launchers in there. Although, yeah, they should be okay. What else can I lighten here? Fuel is just very, very heavy. What about if I force the boiler and have a single funnel? Does unbalance the ship a little bit. Mid belt is quite heavy. Could lighten that. Could lighten this as well, although I don't really want to do. Yeah, I'm going to have to lighten the ship. We'll go more all or nothing on it. I'm going to go 5. It is a cheaper cruiser though. I can get more fuel back. There we go. So this is actually not what I set out to do at all, but it's kind of a light ship. Or a cheaper, lighter version of the Pedros. Okay, save that one. And then let's have a look at the small scout cruiser as well. Which is the one I was actually going to make as a small light cruiser. So yeah, the whole point of these ones is to be small. 4,000 tons is pretty diminutive. Yeah, just a funnel. That's fine. And then it's got those bits on it. It's going to have to be a super simple rear tower. Although, maybe I don't want to do that. Yes. Error floor. Oh, they still don't fucking fit. Oh, that one does. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's just because this one looks really weird. But also will increase the size of the ship a little bit. We go 5,000. No, I don't want to make it longer. 4,000 tons. There we go. Now, do I want to fit this thing with full-on 7-inch guns? Probably going to be too heavy for it, but let's try... non-structural boats, apparently. It's mildly helpful. Yeah, look at that. Side torpedo launchers? No, they're too big. Could fit some secondary 2-inch. Wow, they're tiny. Yeah, could fit a couple of secondary 2-inch guns. I'm not going to go crazy with them, though. Just a couple. Looks like a super light AA armament, I guess. Wow. You can fit so much on this thing. It's not going to have the mass. It's not going to be able to take the hits, but... yeah, this thing is certainly doing pretty well. We'll push you to 32 knots. Yes, we can. So these could be a little bit faster. I want them... oh, I definitely want the maximum bulkheads on these because they are smaller and they're going to take more damage. And I want the maximum range because, yeah, these things are going to be little patrol ships. Right. This is where, oops, I think we're going to run into trouble. Yeah, maybe a 5-inch main belt. Yeah, armor is going to be the tough thing to fit on this ship. .60 caliber guns. Okay, so we're at 109. What about if I just go down like a 3-inch belt? If I really just worry about enemy destroyers. 3-inch, half an inch. Minimal deck protection. Some tower armor. Yeah, keep these at like 4, 1.5. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So yeah, these are not as well armoured. Faster, smaller, lighter, and significantly cheaper. But yeah, these are a bit of a glass cannon. An unusual type of ship for me to build. Glass cannon ships. Is it worth fitting them with torps? I think it might be. And part of the reason I'm doing that is because they have a little bit of a forward weight offset. So I'm thinking if I shift stuff around, I could fit some torpedoes in kind of here somewhere. Although I think it actually makes more sense to put them like right there. But I fear... if I do that... because there is some stuff I can cut weight-wise already. Yeah, let's do that. So torpedo launcher isn't that heavy. Yeah, that is a possibly a more useful ship. It's just I need to lose 40 tons of weight. Let's trim the deck armor. Let's trim that. Let's trim this. There we go. There we go. Right. That's a pair of cheaper light cruisers to give us just a little bit more quantity. Why is the length of the 2-inch guns gone weird? Oh yeah, I should make these 2.5, shouldn't I? 2.5s. Lovely. Right. Now, numbers. I could build as many as 10 of these. How many do we have of those? Yeah, we've got 10 of these. So I'm thinking 5. And building more of the smaller, lighter, and 10 of the small ones. So rather than just building more of these, we've got 5 cheaper versions and 10 very cheap versions. Okay, cool. That'll help significantly with our force protection. We've got a lot more ports that we need to cover. I'd like a new destroyer as well. Do we have a new destroyer hull to build on yet? Destroyer, what, 3? Yes, we do. Okay, so when these are done building, which won't be a million years, 10 months for the small ones, I will get on some more destroyers because we are very light on destroyers. Well, there was an incident where the United States did something stupid with a ship and I blame them. Now they're annoyed with this. Fine. Because we're allied to Britain. That's really going to cause them problems. Okay, but that also means that we need to respond. So I'm going to switch all the ships to sea control. This is going to be expensive. We're going to have to max this out. Really expensive. Right. To be fair, though, we are still expanding the shipyard. I think when that finishes, which should be in a few turns, it'll be a little bit easier. We are also constructing a lot of ships right now. What is our economy like? 119. Yeah, maybe we do have quite a large fleet for our GDP. Although our budget is a little bit lower than it might otherwise be, because I have been taking the options to boost GDP over budget, which is usually a good option early game. So you can see here the Netherlands is a little bit bigger GDP, but their naval budget is 8.6 billion, and ours is only 6. So it's fine. So the two biggest navies on the planet going to war. Actually, the US has a bigger navy than the British. Interesting. However, we need to go on the offensive straight away. I think Oh, that's their main fleet right there. Ooh, what have the British got? 2 armoured cruisers. I think we do have to take Albania, though. That should be our first priority. So I'm going to move everything except like a destroyer out. We're going to fight from here with the battle cruisers. Although they are the most powerful ships I have, I don't want them with the fleet necessarily yet. We're just going to have to wait and see how that works out. Well, a fight we shall have. If you're wondering why they already have victory points, it's because they got a strike on Keelan, which I was surprised by. I'll go and have a look at that in a minute. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battleships. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battleships. Oh, even. Even Stevens. What are their battleships like? 14-inch guns. Ooh, okay, so they have bigger guns on 4 of the ships. These Texas class, but look at the armor quality. We know how that ends. These ones are actually better protected. Right, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armored cruisers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Well, those look okay. But I think ours are significantly better. We've got a bunch of protected cruisers, which I'm not really that bothered by. A couple of destroyers. They look pretty modern. 6 torpedoes each. And some torpedo boats. This is going to be a big one. Oh my goodness. Right. Looks like they are dreadnoughts. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting one. 12s versus 14s. Right. Let's put all our battleships together. Let's put all the cruisers together. And you're set to follow. I don't mind that, actually. Got a big fleet here. Hopefully that improved speed of all these ships will help a bit. I have to wait for the inevitable chaos, although it is a little bit better now that I've tweaked the deceleration. It's not perfect though. Right, I actually want you guys going straight ahead. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at them. Layout, pretty good. Those are some stubby guns. Mark 1s, 36 caliber, 19.2 top speed. Yeah, their armor is poor. Yeah. Here's one of their armored cruisers. 10-inch Mark 3s. That's a little bit more interesting. 8.5 kilometer torps as well. Right. So I'm going to turn the battleships this way. And hopefully the cruisers will move up and past in a moment. And set the destroyers to follow the cruisers instead of the battleships though. So hopefully we'll have the cruisers out in front. Opening up already. The Carlos. Not really expecting much in the way of hits early doors. They're all hidden by smoke now. They want to feed their light ships to me. I'm not going to complain too much. Slow it down a touch. Real speed. I need to keep an eye on all this. Right. Do these also have super long range torps? No, they really don't. Okay, so this is just chaff they're sending at me in terms of the protected cruisers. Toledo, taking a lot of damage. Big hits. She's going to flood out in a minute. And we have crossed their T, which is good for me. Keep an eye on things like destroyers, though. Yeah, that's what we like to see. What did that? 6-inch gun. Beautiful. She fired. Who did she fire at? Gillaine's. Oh, she fired at you. Right. All ships torpedo avoid, please. Gillaine's. You're going to have to go hard a port. So are you, probably. There's one destroyer. The one is badly damaged. There goes Toledo. Times 2. Oh, torpedoes. Oh, coming this way. I'm going to have to rely on the built-in torpedo avoidance. Down goes to Charlotte. You two can form a new division. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you, 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 and you out. That's getting complicated. Right. Right, you join in that division. And you guys join this one. Cool. Yeah, we'll try and reform battle lines a little bit. Don't worry about those torpedoes. They are doing it, though. It's not too bad, but it is annoying taking that damage. Oh, she lost a magazine. That's not good. You will have to pull back. It's just one of those things in combat in this era. You take a torpedo, quite likely your magazine's going to go up. Still, it's been extremely expensive for the Americans so far. And if we can peel away these smaller vessels, then we can get at the battleships. Job. Right, what about your positioning? Yeah, you're coming up on the battleships from the rear. That's fine. This division is still kind of scrambling to sort themselves out. They're doing a good job nonetheless. Deleting these light cruisers, protected cruisers. More torpedoes, that's irritating. Must be coming out from either that sinking destroyer. Actually, there's still some armoured cruisers in there. I think they all missed somehow. Wow. Maybe the gaggle of rearrangement has somehow also become a dance of torpedo avoidance. I'm not going to complain about that. There's another protected cruiser. Yeah, this is just the prelude, really. I think I'm going to have you kind of come this way. Oh. Just took a hit from a 12-inch gun. Oh, yeah, of course. 12-inch battleships. Where are you? 12-inch Mark II. It's more of a semi-dreadnought. They are better protected. They do have better guns, though. Certainly can hurt my armoured cruisers, those things. Given the AI's tendencies, though, what I'm going to do is have them withdraw. I know what they're like. They're like, oh, we'll just fire everything at one ship. All the time. Right. Destroyers. What's your torp range? 7.3. See the Montana? We're going to do a torpedo attack. Bainbridge just got ruined. Ugh. That poor quality armour. This is strategic, well, tactically, strategically, whatever you want to call it, not a good position for you to be in if you are an admiral, because you have your lead, your screens are being destroyed, your lead ships are under fire, and then you have an enemy squadron coming up behind you, sinking your rear guard ships. That is suboptimal. 6 kilometers out. Pretty sure you could fire now if you wanted, right? There you go. 1 and 2. Good job. You can go home. Smoke. You guys are coming up nicely. Still removing this kind of ablative hit points in the protected cruisers. Georgia taking heavy damage as well. Oh my word. Wow. But yeah, given that the Admiral is probably on board Kearsarge, and you're getting presumably reports coming back up the line that Bainbridge is sunk and Georgia's just taken heavy damage, and your lookout just said there's torpedoes, sir, whilst in front of you you watch cruisers being disintegrated. Yeah, not the best. There goes Oklahoma. How are those torpedoes doing? You're going to miss the Kearsarge, but that wasn't the target. The Montana was. I think we might get a hit. Down goes the Georgia. Lovely shot. Nice job by the destroyers. Boston taking fire. This is an older armoured cruiser, by the looks of it. Much older. Portsmouth trying to sail into my guns. Okay, we took that since we took that hit earlier. Let's calm down a bit. Is Montana cycling out of the line? I think she is. Leaving Kearsarge quite exposed, I would say. Firing high explosive, presumably because of the angle. Kearsarge is bow on to us. Yeah, didn't do very much, though. Meanwhile, Carlos the First closing in. Still these smaller ships causing issues. Alright, you should be firing armor piercing at it. I know it doesn't have the best quality armor, but it's still armor. Right, the whole group switch up to armor piercing. Oh, I took out their A turret though. Kind of ruins their day. Quite a lot going on. I'll try my best to keep an eye on everything. How goes the Galveston? Yeah, there you go. Ghislaines with a massive main belt pen. That has ruined their day. Ruined. Texas moving in now. Down goes Cincinnati. Oh, okay, they're dead. They are very dead. Yep, down goes Kearsarge. It's their flagship out of action. Problem is, they've not really got anywhere to retreat to. Just going to take fire wherever they are. Come on, Ghislaines. You can get Texas. Down goes Montana. She was the one that was damaged. Oh, yes! 10-inch guns hitting home. And there goes a full broadside into Texas. And she is cooked, I would say. Oh, you took a hit. What smacked you up? 14-inch shell. Yep, that'll do it. Texas still going. Oh. I was going to say a waste of a broadside, but very quickly retargeted on the Illinois and immediately gets a main belt pen. Wow. That's some shooting. But this has gone, I would say, disastrously for the US Navy. How much are these battleships? 113 million. These are 166. They're not cheap. massive hits. Oh, here come the 12-inch guns. Yeah! Boom! Ha ha! Oh! Beautiful. What a way to end the battle off. As I'm assuming they are now sunk. Yep. Just the Blixoy, which is getting murdered at close range. Beautiful. Well, that is a stunning victory. On paper, a very even fight, I would say. Not an even result, though. Look at that. Ghislane's 219,000 damage. Wow. And those 10-inch guns, putting in work. Infante de Enrique took the most damage from those 2 torpedo hits, which then, well, 1 torpedo hit that then blew off its magazine. Parasas took that 14-inch hit, that 12-inch hit on Fernando, but otherwise pretty good, I would say. That is a major victory. Yeah, I'm not surprised you want to surrender. Look at all those transports we're sinking as well. That's very nice. And now we can hit Albania. Albania, I think they have Montenegro as well. So we can do a double invasion. And then we can try and take northeast Italy. Right, they still have significant assets around, including a battleship and a battlecruiser. What do they have? Oh, yeah, wow, that was even more significant victory than I realised. They just went from the largest navy to the 3rd largest. And they're at war with Britain. So, yeah, that was a huge equaliser. Huge. And they only have 2 active capital ships, both of which are right here. Well, that'll be in the next episode, I think. Oh, no, it's not, because I need to fix this. This is bad. We don't want that. That's because we're repairing stuff. So, we're going to suspend these ships. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm losing less money. Although I am still losing money. Hopefully this finishes very soon. Anyway, yeah, pleased with that. We are making progress. Significant progress against the US. Is there anything beyond taking their European territories that I would be interested in? Panama is an obvious choice. Yeah, we could take Panama. I don't think we're in a position to launch an invasion of the continental United States, but we could take Panama and Puerto Rico, Guantanamo Bay, places like that. They have Liberia. Yeah, they do have Liberia. Could go grab Liberia, I suppose. Oh, they've got the Philippines. Ah, yes, this was the thing. They attacked Keelung. Yeah, we've got ships in Okinawa, so to do what? Let's move a light cruiser there. And let's move a destroyer there. I just don't want them to get totally free, unopposed hits on my ports. That's not what we are after. Right, well, that's a very successful episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.